Hitting the road for the holidays.
I was driving over here and I see that. I said, wow, this is unbelievable.
The special surprise drivers are getting at the pump and what's being done to make sure people get to their holiday destinations safely. Plus,
trying to prevent shootings in schools without talking about guns is like trying to prevent lung cancer without talking about cigarettes.
the debate over gun control, the back and forth between lawmakers, and how talks of new laws are impacting our local gun stores. And shop till you drop, the last-minute rush to get Christmas presents while the stores are still open.
Now, Nevada's first choice for news. This is Channel 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Patranya. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll get to all those stories in just a minute. But first, one person is in the hospital tonight after being hit while crossing the street. It happened just after noon near Charleston and Las Vegas Boulevard. Metro is still investigating and has not said who was at fault. The pedestrian was taken to UMC with life-threatening injuries. If they do not survive this one, this will be Metro's 107 traffic-related deaths this year alone, nearly 40 of them pedestrian-related. But Nevada Highway Patrol is stepping up enforcement as more people start hitting the road for their Christmas getaway. 8 News Now reporter Brian Brennan joins us live near Desert Inn and I-15 for this story. We understand lower gas prices are getting more holiday travelers in their cars, right, Brian?
That's right, Patranya. You know, more cars on the road could lead to more congestion, longer traveling time. Sometimes it can be dangerous. Even drivers could be frustrated. Leaders at Nevada Highway Patrol say they're prepared for it.
Thanksgiving, we see an increase of people traveling to see their families. Christmas, obviously more so, and then New Year's Eve is Las Vegas is a huge destination for people.
Sergeant Kevin Honey says most people will get where they need to be by tonight, and then the wheels will hit the pavement again after Christmas. He says from the 28th to the 3rd, about 15 more troopers will be added to every shift. They'll be looking for everything from drunk drivers to speeders.
Your trip that on a normal weekend takes you 2 hours, there's a chance it's going to take you 3 to 4 just because there are going to be more people on the road. So give yourself extra time. What that'll do is it'll give us a little more patience. You won't have that I'm late, I've got to get there feeling.
One thing holiday travelers can look forward to is that average price of gas has fallen to about $3.20 on Friday. We found one location today selling for just $2.99. We talked to some people at the pump who say the price of gas wouldn't have changed their holiday plans, but they were happy to pay under $3. We'll have more about them and their holiday story coming up at 6:30. Reporting live, Brian Brennan, 8 News Now.
Despite the recent deadly shooting in Newtown, the spirit of Christmas is pushing through this small community in Connecticut. And the people who live there say it's because of all the support they've been getting from people around the world. And while some Newtown families have canceled their holiday plans, others say they will celebrate and enjoy Christmas as much as they can. They say this community needs it, especially all the kids who survived the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School. And the hot topic on the Sunday's political talk shows today is no surprise, gun control. The CEO of the National Rifle Association continues to speak out on this. And today he said that putting new restrictions on guns is not the answer. And the American people would be, quote, crazy to not put armed guards in every school.
I don't understand why you can't just for a minute imagine that when that horrible monster tried to shoot his way into Sandy Hook School, that if a good guy with a gun had been there, he might have been able to stop.
Wayne LaPierre went on to say that any new efforts by Congress to regulate guns or ammunition would not prevent mass shootings. He says that we need to focus on keeping guns out of the wrong hands. A number of lawmakers, though, disagree.
Well, I think he's so extreme and so tone-deaf that he actually helps the cause of us passing sensible gun legislation in the Congress. Look, he blames everything but guns. Movies, the media, President Obama, gun-free school zones, you name it, video games, he blames them. Now, trying to prevent shootings in schools without talking about guns is like trying to prevent lung cancer without talking about cigarettes. And he is so dumb.
Well, talks about regulating guns has more people going out to buy them. The owner of the gun store says that he has been seeing a buying frenzy in recent weeks. Bob Irwin there said the majority of people are buying rifles like the ones you see here. He says that most gun owners know how to safely operate their weapons and never run into any problems with the law.
The Constitution says the right of the people to keep and bear arms. That's pretty clear wording. And hopefully we'll stick to that and not take the guns away from the good people.
Irwin says that other gun stores in the valley have also seen an increase in business. The gun store says they not only sell guns, they offer a range of safety courses as well. The clock is winding down until Christmas. You have less than a day now to make it out to the stores to get those perfect holiday gifts for your loved ones. Despite some worries, though, about the economy, holiday sales will be up this year. Reporter Cassandra Garcia just came back from the Fashion Show Mall, which maybe she did a little shopping herself. It was busy out there, right, Cassandra?
That's right, Patranya. And as you would expect, it was very busy, but shoppers told us the lines were moving pretty quickly.
Oh, it is so hard to get in here. It's packed, but I love it. It's good holiday spirit and cheer around.
Ian is just one of the shoppers we spoke to today who was out buying gifts. He told us he was spending about the same amount he did last year. However, the National Retail Federation predicts something a little different. They are forecasting holiday sales will be up 4.1% this year.
I feel like it's been the same this year. If anything, I feel like I've spent more this year than I have last year.
Shoppers told us it was easy to find a deal at the mall today. Many stores will be open late in hopes of drawing last-minute business. Coupons, reward cards, and sales are just some of the things shoppers said they're using to save money. And clothes and shoes seem to be the popular gifts this year. It's predicted Americans will spend more than $586 billion on holiday gifts this year. Back to you, Patranya.
All right, thanks, Cassandra. Town Square is another busy spot in town today. There were plenty of long lines, but not just at the stores.
I'm gonna sit on Santa's lap.
And he found Santa. 6-year-old Lucas and his sister Riley, along with plenty of other kids, came by to see Santa this morning at Town Square. His brother and sister said that it's a family tradition, and they know this year they're definitely on Santa's nice list.
Have you been good this year?
Yeah.
And like how? Tell me how you've been good.
Doing my chores and cleaning up my bedroom and eating all my dinner.
Have you been bad at all?
No.
Not at all? Maybe just a little bit. He might forgive you if you're just a little bad. What's maybe a little something you did that Santa will forgive you for?
Watching TV when I wasn't supposed to.
Our photographer is trying to trick him there. By the way, if you want to visit Santa at Town Square, there's still time. He'll be there tomorrow before he heads out to deliver all those gifts. Well, their lives were turned around by Superstorm Sandy, the secret organization hoping to make Christmas and New Year's a little brighter for a community in need. And a shootout at a bar turned deadly, all because of a missing purse. We'll have that story and more coming up.
This portion of 8 News Now is brought to you by the new Station Casinos boarding pass.
To those who got this season's most tech-savvy way to travel, the Buick Verano with Bluetooth and IntelliLink Standard, enjoy. To those who got something else, well, there's still time. Non-GM lessees lease this Buick Verano with 2 years of scheduled maintenance for around $199 per month. See your Southern Nevada Buick dealers.
Happy holidays from all of us at Friendly Ford. Happy holidays from all of us at Friendly Ford.
Infiniti Limited Engagement Winter Event. Enjoy the best offers including an Infiniti G sedan for only $299 a month. Infiniti, inspired performance.
This portion of 8 News Now is brought to you by Wall & Associates. Now, Nevada's first choice for news. This is Channel 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
Two minivans collided in Ohio this weekend, leaving two families mourning their loved ones this holiday season. Police say that 4 people were killed when the two vehicles crashed head-on. One minivan was traveling on the wrong side of the road. The driver, who may have been drunk, was killed along with his 7-year-old son. The couple in the other car also killed. Their 4 children survived.
It's scary. You know, you're close to something really terrible, and you're thankful everybody in your car is safe.
Well, 2 other children are still in the hospital tonight in critical condition. A fight over a missing purse ended with 1 person dead in Florida. Police say the gunman was at a bar with his girlfriend when the fight first broke out. It then spilled on into the parking lot. The suspect pulled out a gun, started shooting. An armed security guard rushed over to help, and he then got out into a shootout with the gunman and killed him.
It is senseless that a fight over a purse ended up leading to a death, but that's just the reality of what happened here.
The security guard was not hurt, but the man who got into the fight with the suspect was shot several times. An innocent bystander was also hit, but survived. Overseas now to India, where a protest has turned deadly following a brutal gang rape of a young woman on a public bus. A photojournalist has been shot and killed during a clash with police today. Demonstrators said that laws targeting rapists are not tough enough in India, and more needs to be done to protect women in that country. The 23-year-old victim, who's now fighting for her life, was thrown out of a moving bus after being attacked by several men. Some of the suspects have already been arrested. Well, it is the season of giving.
We didn't expect some special angels like this.
The special celebration held today for some of the youngest victims of Superstorm Sandy. And the playoff push, Week 16, providing some answers to who we'll be seeing in the postseason. That's all coming up later in sports.
Win brand name, brand new stuff at up to 95% off retail at the Bid Spot. Register today, enter promo code BID8 for 25 free bids. TheBidSpot.com.
Wow. Expecting a little more? Then come celebrate the Hyundai Holiday Sales Event with the stylish Elantra. Or get $1,500 holiday bonus cash on every new Sonata with no payments until March 2013.
Wow. Right now, you can also drive home a Hyundai Sonata with 0% financing for 60 months plus $500 in bonus cash at Planet Hyundai Sahara, Planet Hyundai Centennial, and Henderson Hyundai Superstore.
There's strength in numbers, and when it comes to BMW selection, there's more down the line with a power of 9. Desert BMW is part of the largest BMW group in the West. 9 BMW locations with over 3,000 new and certified pre-owned BMWs to choose. And now, during the Happier New Year event, lease a new 2013 BMW 528i for only $499 a month. And every new BMW comes with factory scheduled maintenance at no cost. We've got your BMW at desertbmw.com.
With Whole Home DVR from Cox, you can watch recorded shows on any TV in the house. Plus, pause a recorded show in one room and continue watching in another. And with Cox, customize your setup to record as many shows at a time as you like. Want Whole Home DVR that obeys your every command? We're there. Right now, get Cox Advanced TV with Whole Home DVR for $39.99.
It's Nissan season to save. Get in today for holiday bonus cash on popular models. Up to $2,000 on top of existing offers. Lease the all-new Altima, $199 per month plus bonus cash. Or lease the all-new Sentra, just $169 per month. Shop at ChooseNissan.com or your local Nissan dealer. Hurry, up to $2,000 holiday bonus cash ends January 2nd.
Nevada's first choice for news. This is Channel 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
Welcome back. A charity started after Superstorm Sandy is helping to bring a little holiday cheer to one of the hardest hit communities in New York. Marley Hall spent the day in Howard Beach, where Christmas came early for hundreds of kids.
A restaurant in Howard Beach, New York turned into a Christmas wonderland for hundreds of kids still without a permanent home after Superstorm Sandy.
There was food, soda, and finally presents.
Sandy flooded 10-year-old Matthew Rosenhouse's basement, destroying most of his toys. Matthew's mom says the cost of rebuilding threatened to wipe out Christmas.
Just trying to get them things, and it's the people who have donated gifts have been awesome.
Joy Wong created this gift-giving charity after she helped a friend clean up from the storm.
Her son saw us throwing out his toys and was so emotional about it and was so upset not understanding what he might have done to have his toys thrown out.
Secret Sandy allowed online donors to make sure the magic of Christmas wasn't lost this year.
The organization received enough donations to fulfill the wishes of 2,000 of Sandy's youngest victims. Some of the kids got their gifts here at this Christmas party.
10-year-old Michael Caprio says Christmas won't be the same now that his family lives in a small apartment.
We have like a race downstairs to see the presents, but now we just have to go, it's a one floor. We can't have our normal everyday thing.
But the parents here say Secret Sandy is taking some of the disappointment away.
We didn't expect some special angels like this. I'm blown away with how generous people have been.
The charity will now collect donations all year long to benefit kids in hard-hit areas. Marley Hall for CBS News, Howard Beach, New York.
Wow, that's great to see. Founders of the charity say that they now plan to collect school supplies for children affected by the storm. And Sherry Swans is here with us.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, at Christmas, you don't think about that, but these kids, it's traumatizing. They lose their homes and like, what are my toys?
Yeah, and Christmas is just the beginning. Now you've got birthdays. Now you've got special occasions. And for people who are displaced from their homes, those are all special times for them, and they want to be remembered.
Secret Sandy,
so
that's great.
I like that a lot. Well, we've got a little shot at rain today and another system coming through after Christmas, so maybe Santa will slip in and slip out and stay dry. We hope so anyway. Let's take a look at our beautiful shot from our Mulaski corporate camera out there. We have had a little rain in the mountains. I'm sure you saw the dark clouds out there to the west and the north today. Let's take a look at neighborhoods. How are we doing temperature-wise? It's been kind of cool with the clouds. So we haven't seen a whole lot of sun today. We're right now in the mid to low 50s. Some neighborhoods are already sliding into those upper 40s. Not too much wind around the valley, but the lake's been a little bit bumpy. Same for Red Rock. And we will look for a little bit of wind as the system pushes through tonight and again on Wednesday and Thursday. It's 30 degrees up on the mountain. Looks like the Sierras are going to rob us of all the possibility of snow, but the second storm coming in midweek will probably give us a better chance at some better snow. Mid-50s Laughlin to the lake right now. Well, here's the radar. I did a 6-hour loop so that you could see how a little bit of moisture kind of snuck in from the west and then just kind of glanced by us and moved right over into northern Arizona. This is ahead of a stronger system, which is really going to affect California, not so much us. So the northern Sierra, in the next couple of days between now and Monday into Tuesday, really looking at getting maybe a foot in the north end, but the southern Sierra could see up to 2 feet of snow. Then begin getting some heavy rain in the San Joaquin Valley and right there all along Interstate 5. It's been pretty wet. So this is a westerly flow, and as these systems gather steam and energy, they hit the coast and they're dragged right in. So we're going to get a taste of them as they slide through. Around the rest of the country, for any travels, maybe heading out for Christmas into Christmas Eve tomorrow, well, nothing really to report today or early tomorrow for the southern plains. Eastern seaboard's going to get some showers across the southeast and the mid-Atlantic coast. But that one system that's going to hit us Wednesday into Thursday is actually going to bring snow across the Rockies all the way into Oklahoma and maybe even parts of Missouri. So that's going to happen Wednesday into Thursday. So be prepared for that. As we look out right now, we've got single digits up there in the northern plains, 25 in Casper, Kansas City's 26, Dallas checking in at 55, Atlanta 49, and some upper 30s, New York to Boston. So we're looking at partly cloudy skies as that energy from California moves through tonight. That could deliver a slight chance of some overnight showers that could be around for the morning commute. So we're looking at only about a 20% chance of some showers for Monday, and then kind of partly cloudy skies as all that extra moisture kind of drags through. Now, as we look at Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, it looks like we dry out. Christmas Day looks pretty good. Santa gets in, he gets out, leaves all the good stuff. And we're a little cooler on Tuesday. That next system, a better chance of rain and some snow in the mountains. Cooler, too. May have a day or two only in the upper 40s.
I know,
close
I
to
saw the
50.
skies today. I thought it was going to rain a little bit, but
it kind of stayed to the north of us and in the higher elevations. So
all right,
this one's not that big of a deal.
Thanks, Sherry.
You bet.
Well, Scott is here. A lot of football today.
Yeah, critical Sunday in the NFL. 3 criticals. Coming up, how a late mistake ended the Steelers' hopes and the mess that is the NFC East. Plus, a pleasant surprise. We knew Kem Birch would block some shots, but the other thing he's doing is turning some heads. Sports is next.
There you go. All right. Good night. You too. I'm going to dream about that steak.
I'm going to dream about that tiramisu.
What a night, huh? But can the test drive be over now? Head back to the dealership.
Oh, yeah.
It's practically yours.
Sorry.
But we still need your signature. Volkswagen Sign Then Drive is back, and it's never been easier to get a Passat. That's the power of German engineering. Get 0 down, 0 do it signing, 0 deposit, and 0 first month's payment on any new Volkswagen. Visit VWDealer.com today.
It's Mr. Elliott at 24/7 Private Vaults. If you want privacy, confidentiality, and accessibility when you want it, then you come to 24/7 Private Vaults. We will give you all 3 of that. I don't want your name, your social security number, or anything else. The bank does control you. Come here if you want freedom. Call me at 948-5555, 948-5555.
The Dodge Big Finish event is going to make the season even brighter with the powerful and efficient Dodge Charger, Dodge Challenger, America's most affordable V8 muscle car, and the all-new Dodge Dart with groundbreaking 41 mpg highway. Let's see the neighbors compete with that. Get great deals now at the Dodge Big Finish event. And now, get $1,500 total cash allowance on select 2013 Dodge Dart models.
Look who's back.
Again?
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
We can see you, Carl.
We can totally see you.
Come on, you're better than this. All that prowling around.
Yeah, you're the king of the jungle.
Have you thought about going vegan, Carl?
You know, folks who save hundreds of dollars by switching to Geico sure are happy. How happy are they, Jimmy? Happier than an antelope with night vision goggles.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Dear Honda, thanks for the deal you got my sister at your holiday sales event. Shotgun! Rides in her Civic are full of valuable information.
Tim's parents are gone. Party!
Interesting. Plus, my iPod connects to the car. And since she's saving so much, she's gonna be a lot nicer. Love, Samantha.
More happiness with every Honda during Happy Honda Days. Get a great deal on the 2012 Civic at your Honda dealer.
From 8 News Now, sports with Scott Bemis.
Hey there, everybody. Well, this is when the NFL regular season, it really gets fun. 2 weeks left and playoff spots up for grabs. The most interesting division race heading in today was the NFC East. 3 teams, the Redskins, Giants, and Cowboys, all tied at 8 and 6. Dallas trying to keep pace against the Saints. Fourth quarter, Drew Brees, who threw for 446 to David Thomas. Right there, they go up 14. Cowboys come back, tied on this Miles Austin catch on 4th and 10 with 21 seconds left. Then an OT, the ball's on the ground. Marcus Colston fumbles, but Jimmy Graham, Johnny on the spot, leads to a game-winning field goal moments later. Saints win it 34-31. All right, so what about the Redskins getting RG3 back against the Eagles? Fourth quarter, 20-13 Skins. Griffin feathers this one into Santana Moss. Skins go up 14. Eagles do have a chance late, but with seconds remaining, Nick Foles scrambling, looking, called for intentional grounding. That's a clock runoff, so the game is over. Skins get the win. They'll play Dallas for the division title next week. Third team in that three-way tie was the Giants. Let's just say they didn't have a good day. First quarter, Joe Flacco to Torrey Smith, 7-zip Baltimore. They were just getting started. Second quarter, now it's Flacco to Anquan Bolden, led to a field goal, made it 17-7. Later, Flacco over the middle to Ray Rice. Ravens roll over New York, 33-14, clinch the AFC North. Giants need some serious help if they want to salvage a wild card. All right, serious playoff implications in Pittsburgh as well. Steelers and Bengals, final 30 seconds, tied at 10. Big Ben trying to make something happen. Ooh, he forced it. Picked off by Reggie Nelson. A.J. Green then gets a catch to set him up in field goal range. Josh Brown finishes it off. Bengals clinch a playoff spot. Steelers are eliminated. Andrew Luck and the Colts also looking to punch their improbable ticket to the playoffs. Also, a little history for the Rook. With this pass, that's the new passing yardage record for a rookie quarterback. Then in the fourth, tied at 13, Luck firing a strike to Reggie Wayne. Indy wins at 20-13. A year after going 2-14, the Colts clinch a wild card berth. Let's check some more scores. Vikes upset the Texans. They would be in the playoffs if the season ended today. Packers and Broncos roll. Bears keep their playoff hopes alive with a win in Arizona. More scores. Rams, Dolphins, Chargers, and Patriots all win. Remember, there's that big one tonight as well between the Niners and Seahawks. Well, the Runnin' Rebs feeling good about themselves today after last night's 15-point win over Canisius, which finished off a perfect 3-0 week. A week that was marked by the debut of transfer Kem Birch. Now, everybody expected the 6'9" Canadian to block some shots like you see there, and he got 6 of those last night against Canisius. But a bit of a surprise has been his impressive play on the other end. He's averaged over 15 points per game in the last 2 contests, which even caught him a little off guard.
I really worked hard on, after practice, just working on my offensive moves, and I'm just happy it translates to the game. I didn't think it was going to translate this early. I thought it was going to translate after a couple more games, but, you know, it translated early.
It's huge for Kim's confidence, and anytime someone works as hard as Kim has worked on his offensive game, and then he sees the reward of getting 20 points in a big game like this against a very good basketball team, it's just positive for all of us.
All right, now the Rebels get a week off before their next game, which is a big one, as they travel to Chapel Hill for a meeting with 23rd ranked North Carolina next Saturday. You know the Heels are going to be ready after the Rebels pulled that big upset last year. And finally, just a reminder, there'll be a lot of talk about that game for sure, as well as a complete recap of this week's Rebels action on UNLV Game Time with Coach Rice and Chris Matthews coming up tonight at 11:35. And always a fun game time when your team goes 3-0 during the week, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And go Niners.
Yes.
All right.
I guess.
We'll be right back.
Friendly Ford pushes the panic button during the year-end celebration. North Decatur and US 95. To avoid year-end write-offs and write-downs, Friendly Ford would rather pass the savings on to you. New 2012 Fusions from $14,988. New 2012 F-150 Super Cab from $17,988. And F-150 Raptors from $42,988. 5 available. Friendly Ford, Decatur and US 95. Proof again, nobody beats a Friendly Ford deal.
Friendly Ford, get more.
You do a lot of thinking on a bike. About your life, family, your dreams. One of my dreams came to me on a bike. To open up my own shop. So what happens when you complete a dream? Well, you just start thinking of the next.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful.
It's our most wonderful line of the year. Current non-GM lessees celebrate the holidays and lease this GMC Terrain SLE for around $199 per month.
See your Southern Nevada GMC dealers.
Station Casino's $1 million holiday cash giveaway. Win your share of over $90,000 tonight. Drawings at 8:15 p.m. with guaranteed cash winners at every Station Casino in Fiesta. 45 $1,000 winners, 72 $500 winners, 45 $250 winners. Swipe your boarding pass and get 10 free entries every day. Earn more entries every time you play. The $1 million holiday cash giveaway, because you love the holidays and we love locals.
Oh, what fun it is to ride. Get the Mercedes-Benz on your wish list at the winter event going on now through December 31st. Lease a 2013 E350 for $579 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer.
Nevada's first choice for news. This is Channel 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
She survived the unthinkable.
People were sending cards, calling, emailing, saying that they're praying for me.
What happened in the moments before this teen was shot inside an Oregon mall and how she's doing today. Join us for this story and more coming up tonight at 6:30. And finally tonight at 5, a Connecticut man has gone above and beyond to decorate his home for Christmas. We've been seeing a lot of these stories, huh, Sharon Scott?
No Gangnam Style on this one?
I'm surprised there's no Gangnam Style right now. This guy, Christopher Lambert, created this elaborate display for his home. At first, it was just lights. Now, there's music to it, and he also has a donation box. So this is great. Set up in front of his house, and proceeds will go to the Paws for Purple Hearts organization. It teams up with veterans with dogs as they train them to help vets with disabilities. So it's for a good cause. So that's great. But
what a great organization.
People go all out this year, I think, right?
Don't they?
So
I like that. You got to have some rhythm to do a display like that.
Right, yeah.
That's
definitely.
what Sherry's got.
And cool neighbors. That's it for us. We'll be back at 6:30. Cool.